pew 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 pew
Pew, 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 pew.
pew.
Welcome
Pew,
in to
pew
B
pew.
Movies and Beyond presents 10-minute review of The Clearing. Father must battle his way through the zombie apocalypse to save his daughter. Basically, a camping trip gone wrong.
And if this is how you camp, you're already doing it wrong.
It's glamping. That's what
Oh.
they're doing.
See,
Yeah,
say
I
it
do
right.
agree. Oh, that's the quick question. Is using a camper, is that really camping, even though it's called a camper?
No.
Okay. That's what I feel
Okay.
like to go camping, I go be like in a tent, right?
Yeah.
This movie would have been over so much faster if they're camping a tent.
That's a very good point. So if you're camping, make sure you have a camper, not a tent.
Yeah, because you never know when zombies are going to come. You know, this movie is like full of survival lessons, in my opinion.
Is it? What did you learn?
Well, first off, have a camper. Second
Okay.
off, know Morse code.
What?
Know how to do Morse code with like fire, so smoke signals. Know how to blow up stuff in your camper. What else is there? Keep your camper fully stocked with, hammers and saws and just typical construction tools, because you never know what you might have to build when you go camping.
Mm-hmm. So, what do we think of this film?
Can I go first?
Yes.
Go for it.
I think that Crackle needs to quit putting commercials in the middle of the movie so I don't lose interest.
Amen.
B Movies and Beyond brought to you by.
Yeah, the movie's only like an hour and 20 minutes, and the ads make it more like 2 hours. Like, it was rough. Like,
I was complaining the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, my God, I hate you for this.
Yeah. And then even like when they did the ads, didn't even seem like it lined up when there should have been a commercial, Like, there's a lot of scenes where like it went dark, and I'm like, oh, it should be a commercial. Nope, they went to the next scene. Like, they would just stop like at random parts, and then like they would just pick up right where it left off. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
weird.
that's what I thought. It's like, wait, if this is their own feature, why haven't they planned this better?
It throws off the pacing immediately. Like the first time I saw a commercial, I was like, oh, dude, come on.
Rotten Tomatoes, it's they didn't even rate this. No critics have reviewed it besides us. Let's
We're the
put our
first?
let's put our review in on a Rotten Tomato. I gotta say, I really, for low budget and besides the commercials, I really dug this movie. I mean, it did all like the normal zombie tropes. It had the fuck it, I don't know what kind of tropes it had.
The normal zombie tropes, which I don't remember.
I can't think of any.
The fat zombie, the scary zombie,
The fast
the
zombie,
skinny zombie.
the big zombie,
I
the smart zombie.
guess it was more of like a survival movie, in my opinion, because he kept on he had to figure out how to all right, like MacGyver up his camper, gluing glass onto the top of the roof, and like setting up his like alert system with the cans, and like figuring out ways to like bypass the zombies to get batteries and shit like that. So to me, it was more of a survival movie. Like they could have interchanged, like they could have had like bears instead of zombies, and it would have been the same movie. Decent action in this film.
The fight scenes were pretty on point. Like they were fast paced, and the camera was very jarring and intense.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You're breaking rules of zombie films. You don't punch zombies because you're gonna punch them in the mouth. Tooth is gonna cut you. Bam, you're infected. Now, why do you think they were trying to put him as like such a misogynist? Because he's like, oh, that's not real scouting. You got to go out into camp to be a real scout.
Because he was a man.
It was just like, I gotta be a bad guy. It's like, why?
It went against the whole, like, the daughter even asked him, like, why are you mad at me for being a girl. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that I wasn't a boy. Like, I mean, I think that's what they're just playing on.
I know, but it was just like it was so over the top.
It was.
Where
They
it's
really
like,
wanted
they
to
have-
drive in that point that, oh yeah, he really wanted a boy, and he doesn't really even apologize for it. He's just
He
kind of like,
doesn't.
let's just continue our hike.
What?
Did you guys have that issue where it was just a black screen for a while, and then it's like, oh hey, we forgot to put the stars in. Here we go.
Well,
I did not notice that.
Oh, it
overall,
was so jarring for me. I couldn't look away.
Oh, stars.
with
It
with
was.
their cast, it seems like they forgot to put some stars in there too.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
I didn't recognize anyone. The main guy. Okay, that's not that funny.
It's pretty funny.
You're funny.
The other parts that I didn't like though was just. So was the clearing? Why was it called the clearing? Just because of the fact that like he was
They were in
clearing
the
out.
clearing.
He was in the clearing, or was he clearing out the zombies?
They were in the clearing.
He was clearing out the zombies.
Okay, I'll break the tie because he was clearing out the zombies. That's how I took it. Would you guys recommend this film?
Without ads, yes.
Yes.
With ads, no. This was the longest hour and a half of my life.
Yeah, it was
And
like
it was-
3 hours long.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. I'll give it that. It had some beautiful cinematography, beautiful shots. Some special effects were great. Some were really bad.
Fire was not very good.
But the worms were. They're like, eh.
Well, I really think they spit up bloody worms. Like, I think that was legit as practical.
Yeah.
Well, no, there was one worms where it's like they were actually like trying to go at him. So it reminded me of the Thing.
Oh, yeah. Yes, there was some CGI worms. You're right. I don't. But they did a good job with the whole like effects and like trying to pan away and not rely too heavily on it. So, I mean, this is absolutely like a low budget film, which honestly, I feel like they like this is above the sci-fi films, and.
Some parts were.
Yeah, some part, but I feel like the overall story, like overall, like I was pretty impressed by it.
I think if Crackle didn't pick this up, Sci-Fi would have picked it up.
No,
I want to see Sci-Fi's version.
I want to
That's what I
see.
want to see.
Right on, bro.
I don't know, man.
I'm
I like-
hurt.
I like me a good zombie movie, but this just felt like a scene in The Walking Dead. And I've seen this scene before in The Walking Dead.
I think you're just done. You got zombie fatigue.
Yeah.
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 Well, I do recommend it. I mean, even with commercials, I think it's good. I wish it was on something else without commercials because I think it would have flowed so much better and you would have been more invested. But overall, I mean, with commercials, and I was still like, oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's worth your time. And it's free. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time we do our next 10-minute review. Who knows what it will be on? Maybe The Clearing 2. I don't know. Or the 2004 The Clearing.
With Willem Dafoe.
That's right. Check out our podcast, B Movies Beyond, or B Movies and Beyond. And you can
Pew pew out.
more good content like this. Pew pew out.
Pew pew out. Pew 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 pew.
Pew pew pew.
Pew.